Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Long episode today. I was going to make one video because I presumed I didn't have that many replays to show you, but turned out I actually have quite a few replays to do, so I thought might as well put it into one big upload, so I can then start fresh next time and obviously do smaller videos. First game is in my Dragon. I'm actually platooned up with an Immortals clan guy called Rossi, and yeah, basically this play session we had together did not go very well. But to be honest, I seem to get these type of games all the time. Anyway, we're going up to the but this happened to be one of the only good games we had. So I'm going up the hill. There's only one artillery, which obviously can still cause us a lot of problems. I obviously got up here very quickly. Now obviously, I kind of want to pretend there's more of us up here, so I'm not going to back up too much. Missed my first shot because he was on the move and I was moving at the same time, even with the accuracy. Now I've obviously got to try to avoid the return shot from him and go unspotted briefly, then get spotted up again. So we get a bit of assisted damage, but not very much. Finally, our team starts to catch up, so I'm going to make sure my shot hits. Actually doesn't hit where I was aiming, luckily, and actually pens his bottom plate. So that Type 59 is pretty much done for right now. I think we are actually top tier in this game, which is very unusual. We were playing tier 8s a lot, but we were getting bottom tier in almost every game. So it was nice to get top tier, right? Especially in a Dragon. So hence why I've got my Hesh loaded from the start. I wouldn't normally have Hesh done from the start when I was facing top tier, tier 9s and tier 10s, especially because less likely to pen and get maximum damage, right? So I load Hesh. I think I'll just stick with Hesh for the whole game. Maybe not such a great idea for some situations, but there we go. See there, that didn't work out very well. Didn't even track him, so it's just a bit of a shame because that guy could really do with taking that guy out. We've taken the hill, so that's given us a big advantage. Even with like 3 of us, it looks like the enemy team, again, not very good. I should have used a PCR for that. Well, I'm lucky not to do more damage, to be honest, where we're hitting it. And this guy's suddenly comes spotted. We take a speculative shot there, really, on the move, because we are worried about getting shot from the side here. And artillery hasn't, well, there you go, it's just started shooting us. And there you can see we have got TDs looking up at the hill. So we don't want to get shot from those. So we are being a little bit careful here. The artillery's raining down shots. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's maybe a French one, because it's firing pretty quickly. See if we can get shot into the side. Managed to get a shot into the side, but damaged his gun, which is pretty much pointless. He was dead anyway. Rossi's still on full health. I'm really actually quite surprised by that, because he was getting aimed at by this. No, it's the English FV04, the Burt, or the Super Burt. I don't know which one it was. So that's why I was reloading so quickly. Yeah, sorry about that. I seem to, as soon as I switch on my mic, I really need to clear my throat or cough. Really, really annoying, and it's a bit inconvenient for you guys to hear that. But that's the way it is. So yeah, at the moment it's +2, -2 at the moment. This is come at a very unfortunate time. I've just hit my goal of getting the silver I wanted, and now I'm going for 3rd Marks of Excellence. I've chosen the couple of difficult tanks to actually do it in, and that's only exacerbated by the fact it's +2, -2. And I'll go through that in the next videos, because obviously I'm going to be playing the same tanks over and over again to try to third mark them. So you'll be seeing some replays of those. Hopefully I'll be getting good games. But it is very difficult to third mark one of these tanks when it's +2, -2. It just doesn't hold up. Just doesn't hold its own against higher tier tanks. And that was I think they've nerfed accuracy a little bit. I seem to be missing more shots recently, or actually bouncing a lot of my shots, like a lot more than I used to, especially with auto lock. I know obviously I never really used auto lock, but I've started using it a lot more now, and just and we managed to get through that little tiny gap to hit. I've been missing that shot. I aim fully in, I go on the move, and that was a bad time shot from me. And he misses 2 of his shots, which is great. So hopefully missed that one, unfortunately. Vanguards are overpowered to begin with. Now they've got these boosts to them, so not great. Now he's gone in the opposite direction. There we go, hit him on the move. Not put a nice shot into him. So not the most amazing game ever, right? But we've got a fair amount of kills to help boost our XP. And another reason why +2, -2 is in the game, I think, is because they put these new maps in, and I'm pretty sure the new big maps only see tier 9s and 10s, but obviously with +2, -2, tier 8s are being dragged into these maps as well. I'm guessing just to get people some new maps to play, but they don't really suit. I think it was AFK there, just went up on the hill and just went AFK, so whatever. Really helpful to your team. Feel sorry for them, but there we go. Came first, just under 4,000 damage. Rossi came second, loaded a lot of premium there. We got first class, high caliber. So both of us together, pretty good teamwork there. See you in the next match. All right. We are in Mannheim, one of the new maps. They go +2, -2 there. I think this might be only a tier 9 game. I'm not 100% sure. So we're gonna try to push into the middle area. We do not want to go too far away from our allies. And that's another big problem with these maps is even though they're such massive maps, you do tend to see a lot of the people going in one direction. And I honestly believe that maybe they should up the amount of tanks on each team for these maps. Because you can actually, I think this is the match I'm going to be showing you right now. Is at the end, it becomes a bit of a chore. I'm going to show you the whole thing, guys. And again, I can't remember if this match or not, but there is one of the replays I'm going to show you is in on this map and in my Ragnarok, and I watched there's about 5 minutes of gameplay where it's just 3 or so tanks left, and they're just going around the map trying to find each other, because obviously there's not many people still alive, and it's a massive map. Now, luckily, this Conqueror, is it a Conqueror or is it a Super Conqueror? It's a Conqueror. Just completely ignoring me and going for this guy here. And we're just going to support this guy as much as we can. He's getting pushed by 2 or 3 tanks here, I think. And we're just going to support him. I mean, once they've killed him, they'll turn their attention to me, right? But hopefully those guys behind me will help support me. As KV4, we set him on fire with our first shot, and he gets finished off by our ally. And that Conqueror's now doing exactly the same thing. We managed to put a side shot into him, but now we can't help our ally. We're reloading, but luckily because we've helped that ally so much, he's still pretty healthy, and he managed to take out the Conqueror himself. So not looking good for the enemy team right now with such a big mistake there for the enemy team. We got to be careful coming down these big open roadways here. We could get outspotted and demolished if we get caught out. And that is another problem with the new maps. They obviously set up mainly for Cold War, right? But they can be seen by World War II tanks as well. And big shock, there's still artillery in World War II tanks, in World War II games. So a couple of the maps are massively open. This one and Kalbang is fairly protected, with lots of hills and buildings and stuff like that, but the other two are pretty damn open, and playing those with World War II tanks and having artillery in the game is an absolute nightmare. It becomes a bit of a camp fest, and we get hit badly there by something. I don't know if it was the T-77 there. And I just don't know what my team is doing. They're still kind of hesitating here. We should be pushing up. I'm trying to... And again, still haven't fixed that bug where the gun aims up into the air when you look at any buildings or rocks or anything. And we're just going to put all shots into that and track them in place. Seeing if our allies can, help us out a bit here. Doesn't really go quite as to plan there, but he does get finished off finally. Our team is kind of spread out, unfortunately. Kind of want them to be all condensed if possible. And there we go. There, he was eliminated straight away, which is fine. We've got about 4,000 combined damage now. We're sitting on the cap, right? Just to force their enemy's hand. They're going to have to come protect the base if they don't want to lose. And then I'm thinking of going supporting this guy, and then finish off that T-95. Very dangerous tank. Not so dangerous in these big, massive open maps, of course. Slow to get anywhere, easily to get around. Okay, we got this full health guy. We're going to push around behind because he's concentrating. And then I realise he's pushing our way. I'm still reloading. I can put a good amount of damage into this guy. Bounced a shot off that thing, and he managed to take my whole health there. I didn't think his alpha was quite that high, and we bounced a shot off of him. Yeah, see what I mean? Bouncing shots, I don't know how. So that is the end of me. We had a decent game there. But yeah, we've got that Tier 9 TD sitting at the back of the map. Little bit annoyed with him, to be honest. We could have easily won this a lot quicker if he had come up to support his team. In the buildings, he would have been protected by front artillery. Just because you're a glass cannon TD does not necessarily mean you have to sit at the back of the map for the whole game. Especially when it comes down to a small amount of tanks. You need every gun in the game as much as possible. But this guy does make up for it a little bit. As you'll see, but then again, he does have plenty of health to play with, which he's earned by sitting at the back of the map. There we go. So one of their guys, or two of their guys, are sitting in the cap now. So yeah, our team needs to really push up to decap. Artillery is repositioning, I guess, to try to get a better gun sight into the middle of the map. Unfortunately, the main problem is they still got an enemy light tank who could, do some serious damage. But luckily, he just sits there. He's sitting there. But yeah, he gets hit massively by a TD. So he's obviously trying to worry about that light tank that might be coming up behind him. If I was a light tank, I'd probably dummy back. But there he is. He misses his shot, I believe. The TD does. Now fires again and manages to take out the light tank. Leaving him in a better position, right? Light tanks, are the most OP thing in the game at the moment. And then he sees another TD. Just going around the back there. Caught out in the open. Manages to take him out. So, and that TD, I guess, has got off the cap, presuming that he was going to come and help support his team and, win the game. Only to realise that he took out the TD and now he's the only one left on the cap. I guess he might have tried to get off of it because he knew he was in trouble, but I don't know. I might have wagered trying to stick it out because he didn't have too much longer to cap. But there you go. That was me. And now somehow he's managed to flip this flip this TD. He's now on very little health though. He's got to be careful of getting hit by artillery right now. So basically we were really losing this game quite badly, but because the enemy team just threw their tanks away, because I guess some of them might have been like, oh, we're going to win this game anyway, I'll just don't worry about it too much. So I was thinking this guy might sit in the cap to win it out. And the RT's going for the other RT, which is fair enough, RT on versus RT. So I think I switch at this point to see what the RT's doing. But this is the problem. Such big maps. This end game is being dragged out really badly. This guy's got a turret, so he should beat the other tank. I don't know what he's doing really. I would have stopped at this point just to aim in a bit better. He's got the chance to do it, and he stops looking at him for some reason. Luckily, the other tank's RT's fluffed his shot. I'm not sure why he's still reversing. But there you go. All he needs to... I don't know what he's doing. All he needs to do is aim in that shot. And there we go. That's the end. That's the end of the game. Quite an up and down game, that. Really, really a bit of a seesaw game there. We come first. One of the enemy teams actually comes second. He gets 4,000 damage. We get over... just over 5,000 combined and 3 kills. Not bad, not bad. First class, high caliber. We're still struggling to get a second mark on that Ragnarok. Just insane amount of damage you need done. Anyway, see you in the next match, guys. Right, we are in the Nameless, and this is one of the tanks I am trying to mark. Like I said, I am not going to talk about it too much right now because I'll have not much to say when I'm back to do replays of the Nameless, which I'll obviously have for you in the future, hopefully. So we're in Vineyards. Now we're going into probably a really terrible position for this tank, to be honest. And drawing attention to the major downfall of this tank is lack of gun depression. It literally has... Wow, it pretty much has 0 gun depression, really. This is not... We've got a good position, really, for this tank. But I'm pretty sure we are top tier. And that's probably the reason why I've come over here. We'll wait and see. And we're just trying to get shot on this guy. And we do manage to snipe him. Obviously, because he went unspotted, we can't see the damage. Someone spotted us up. There's no artillery in the game either, so this is probably another reason why I came to this side. Don't have to worry about shots coming in from the sky. And just trying to get a bit of gun depression here. And we're getting looked at by something. Something that's back there is low caliber. At the time, I didn't know quite where this. I needed to. If I fired slightly to the left, I think I would have hit him. But obviously, in hindsight, you can see what's going on better. But it's obviously a light tank or something, because it's not penning at all. It could be a medium, I suppose. 2 shots. Yeah, it's not too bad when it comes to damage wise. Anyway, so we're playing up on this hill. Not much is happening. Again, we bounce another shot from something back there. This thing has very good armor. And there you go, that tank's there. We missed that shot. We have loaded premium, right? We got quite a lot of premium to go into this thing, because obviously we're trying to free market, and we're just getting shot repeatedly, and nothing's penning. But we're not penning in return right now. We're not getting damage out there. We're just getting. We've got a tiny bit of assisted, and we did get that. Did get that shot while that guy was unspotted, so we do have a little bit of damage. It is quite a hard tank to get damage in, to be honest, because of the lack of gun depression. So we do load a lot of premium. We've loaded the AP again. I don't know why. There we go. That's why, because there's a ball sig back there. And we managed to finish him off. He tries to pull back. Not going to happen, pal. Very dangerous tank taken care of. And wasn't penning. It wasn't penning. So, like I said, great armor. Still pretty effective armor. And only because people do not know where this thing can be penned from and stuff, because you don't see them very often. Try to track him in place. Didn't happen. As you can see, he's gunning for me for some reason. I don't know why. He just obviously thinks he's dead and that's it all over. Got hit by something back there. And because my ally pushed him, I actually missed my shot. So thanks for that. And we're just finding it hard to find a place to pen. Because of the lack of gun depression. We're just penning this Progetto there. I'm guessing he might have been the one firing at me earlier. I'm pretty sure it must have been him, because it's got pretty good camo rating there. And our team is definitely won this. We've won the field. We stalled them long enough in the city, and they seem to be pushing as well in the city, so it's all over for them. Let's just, obviously, we don't want to cap out. We just want to get as much damage as possible, but we're getting out-spotted by their light tank or medium. So we don't want to take too much of a risk at this point, because those two TDs, if they both were to shoot me and pen me, could do a lot of damage and take me out. But like I said, I am going for marks of excellence, so I'm going to go for as much damage as I can. Again, gun depression's really hurting me here. We managed to see it. We managed to get a tracking shot into that guy, which is great time. And we managed to finish him off as well. So there's not many guys left. Just 2 guys left. Didn't get quite as much damage as we would have liked. And we aimed at him on the move, hit, but didn't pen a light tank. Yeah, that's right, guys. That's the kind of stuff that's been happening to me a lot. Just hitting and not penning. So we finally get both those kills, last kills. Got an epic victory there. We did come first with 7 kills. Just missed out on the Radleys by 1. We didn't get that amazing damage either. So we got first class and top gun. So decent game for kills, but not the best on damage. Anyway, see you in the next match, guys. So we're out in the Iron Rain again. I've been using this a bit recently, as you saw in the last video. Had a very good game in it. We're bottom tier again. Just it just feels like if I got an 8 on 2 plus minus 2, I pretty much always see tier 10 matches rather than being top tier. Just feels a little bit unfair and unbalanced that way. But it's just the way it is. I guess maybe more people are using tier 10s at the moment. I don't know. But this thing is slow and cumbersome, and obviously got no armor. But its free shot autoloader is absolutely devastating. Because it's a tier 10, I've loaded premium rounds from the get-go. Because it's going to be very difficult to pen my shots with normal AP rounds on this thing against tier 10s. And there's quite a few heavies and well-armoured TDs on the enemy team. As you can see, the team is not doing well from the get-go. Lost 2 tanks. I'm shouting up a GG already. So we've lost 2 tanks, and they have control of the map. As we can, they have this side of the map pretty much sewn up. Trying to get a shot off on here, but just I don't want to get spotted either, because that light tank is there. It's going to be difficult for me to poke up without getting obliterated at this point. Just trying to get shots on these things. Managed to pen the very top of that tank. E50 was it? Yeah, going for the mouse. Unlikely to pen, right? I've gone for the reload because they're just not getting spotted up right this second. So I might as well take the opportunity to reload. That's another problem with this thing. Is the reload's insanely long. Especially when you're coming up against tier 10s, right? You're already at disadvantage because you're 2 tier down, so being outspotted, hit for a lot of your health if you do get hit, and on top of that, you got this insanely long reload compared to say tier 10s. So we got up on this hill. There is a Death Star. Pretty much dead if he hits us with a Hesh round or any round. But we're not being spotted here. If we can take this guy out, that would be great. So pen 2. Pen 3. Take him out of the game. Very useful for the team there, taking out a Death Star. And obviously, again, not very often you find TDs that are auto loaders, so people maybe underestimate how much damage you can put out. So it is a fun TD to take out. I've been considering putting both the speed boosts on it just to get it out there faster. Very small shot there, but managed to get one in, and we poke out, try to get this last shot off. We don't really want to reload, but then we decide, that's not going to happen. Let's just reload. Well, we still got the chance. So we relocate, just trying to support our team here because they're getting pushed by this medium. It's not looking good for the enemy team right now, is it? So we're going to push up a little bit. We could still get absolutely annihilated by the remaining tanks on the team because there's tier 9s and 10s, right? But we want to get a bit more damage before the game ends. If we push from both sides as well, they're not gonna have any chance of winning this game. It's all about map control, and he's out in the open there. Punish him for that. Andre the Giant finishes him off, unfortunately. And then this guy right next to us, and it's a mouse, and we do pen him from the side with premium rounds. We get spotted, so we pull back, and again, gun goes up into the air. We try a sniper shot there. Don't think we hit the tank we were intending to. I think we hit someone else in front of him. So we go in a reload. Will we reload in time to finish? Help dish out any more damage for the team? It's quite questionable. They're almost gone, these guys. There's not many of them left, but still our team seems a little reluctant to push on these teams. And there's Conqueror up there. We know he's not going to be able to take us out, right? We managed to get another shot into the guy. Try to snipe the Capola. Try to finish him off, right? And yeah. Kind of rushed that shot. Just really wanted to get a bit more damage on what maybe a kill under my belt. But rushed it a bit too much and didn't hit the target. But then we see this Super Conqueror is on full health, right? I think the other TD is in the back there, so we might be able to get another clip out of here if we're lucky. Don't know what this guy's doing either, on full health. And he's just sitting there. Come on, we just need that reload. One shot. Two shot. Did we get that second shot in? I'm not sure. That guy rams him, and because of the angle, we do not pen the next shot. That guy pushes him out of our gun line, which is terrific. But yeah, we're not going to get any more damage, surely. At this rate, we've still got another 20 seconds to reload, and there's only 2 tanks left. We leave the Super Conqueror because he's on such little health. There's literally no point. But we are 7 seconds away from reloading, and there's this E3 left with over 1,000 health. Can we get any more shots into the guy? But then we realise there's a E3 right in front of us, who's probably going to take him for all of his health, right? And just as we come over, someone else hits him in the back. So a bit of a shame that. But we got about 4,500 combined damage. That's not bad at all. Especially in a tier 10 match. We come first. Actually, with over 5,000 combined, we got first class. Not bad. This is a tank I think I would enjoy trying to 3 mark. Even if I didn't get 3 marks, it's still a fun tank to use. So see you in the next match, guys. Alright, next match is in the Tiger Shark. Again, like I said, hate how it looks, but it was free, and it's a really, really good tank. Especially with the additional things you can give it. I haven't got them on, actually. I'm reluctant to change them because I think I'll, Wargaming will figure out how OP these things are for light tanks and stuff, and they'll nerf them or take them away from light tanks, which they should do. But quite honestly, you can't rely on Wargaming to do stuff like that, so it might not even happen. But I'm reluctant, like I said, to change just in case. We're not top tier. We're not going to be too risky. We haven't got the best view range on this thing. This is more of I play this more as an aggressive light for taking out tanks and stuff, circling them and things like that, because it's got such a good gun. Obviously, main objective at the beginning of the game, right? I don't know what this Roger Dodge is going out right into the middle of the map. Trying to pull back so I don't get spotted here. But yeah, he's probably getting annihilated before I reload. We managed to get a shot in. and we actually get a second shot in, but we were actually spotted. And that light tank managed to get a shell into us before we get back over this hill. Very unfortunate. Don't want to take any damage this early in the game, really. We've got a bit of damage, we've got a bit of assisted, but nothing too spectacular, right? We are just looking for shots across the map here. We've got to worry about these light tanks. Light tanks are very dangerous, even on other maps, but this is quite an open map. Light tanks can ruin the game if you're not too careful. Trying to hit this light tank, trying to predict where he's going. Miss again, all three of our shots there. Not very good. Go unspotted again, but this light tank seems to be pushing us. Trying to dodge any oncoming fire. Where's this edge? There we go. Now he's pushing. He's going for the artillery, but we managed to take him out, which is fine. Nice and easy. That's one light taken care of. Their team is already 3 tanks down, so they're not having a good time. But they still have 2 light tanks. Can make all the difference in a game, having light tanks remaining. So we're pushing a little bit here. There's a TD there. Get one shot into him. Goes unspotted. Or behind a building, rather. I'm just looking for any shots we can have. There's light tanks over there as well. Just the one. He comes back. Get another shot into him. And we try to reload, and as you can see, there's a light tank heading towards me. I don't even notice it at this point. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's going for me. It looks like he might be going for me, or the artillery. Yeah, he's realised. Annoying as hell. He gets a shot into me there. 2 shots into me. This is a guy, and I don't manage to get any of my shots into him. Do some ramming damage, hoping that my team might help me here. He's just got a better traverse. Trying to get away from his gun because he's going to reload any second now. And he's just coming for me right now. He really wants me. Trying to see where he is. Managed to get a shot into him. Managed to get a second shot and damage his gun. And then finally get some support here. And he's taken out of the game, which is very nice. That damaging his gun was very crucial. He derped his next shot because of it. And which saved me from dying. And we get shots across because these guys are going absolutely mental. Even though they have lost the game, they're going out, exposing themselves into the open there like that. And we just get side shots into the guys. Go for a reload. We're getting spotted by something. We obviously are going to be high on their hit list because we are 1 shot to everything. Bounce that second shot. A bit unfortunate. We go for a reload because obviously we should be able to go in the next reload. Try to get around the guys and do as much damage as we can because we pretty much at the end of the game. And then we see this guy coming across. We managed to finish him off. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just going for it now. And we finish him off as well. We go for a reload because the other tanks, the artillery's dead. And unfortunately, the artillery and the TD are still back there. So we're going to try to get across the map before the game ends. Unlikely, right? Because we've got quite a few teammates still alive, and they're all going to be going for them, right? And we've still got an artillery in the game. We're just zooming across, see if we can get one more bit of damage out before the game ends. That's what we're looking for. Since I am now considering doing free marks and stuff, every little bit counts, right? We just got up to this hill, and they're still both alive. Trying to get a gun down, finish off that guy. Unfortunately, had one shell, enough to finish off that artillery, but someone else did it just before me. We come first, 4 kills, just under 3,000 of our own damage, over 600 assisted. First class. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, see you in the next match, guys. Alright, next game is in, again, the Tiger Shark. Just been having some great games in this thing. Light tanks are, like I said, pretty meta at the moment, and even more so with the last update. You know, it's you don't want to be using super heavies in this game at the moment. They're pretty much null and void, unfortunately. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun in light tanks at the moment. Like I said, this is not really set up for spotting. Quite aggressive snipey tank I use this for. Trying to see if there's anybody coming across the field there. Someone gets spotted, but it's not us that spots it. There's 2 artillery in the game, which is quite unfortunate. But not so bad when you're in a light tank. This one of the main drawbacks of this tank is the lack of gun depression. Really hurts you in some points. Just when you think you're going to get where your gun should be be able to fire, you realise no, you have to move your tank down a little bit more before you can actually fire what you're looking at. Trying to get shots across here, just not really working out for us at the moment. There we go. Spotted. Tracked him. Repairs. Damages engine. So if he's only got a one-use repair kit there, that's very unfortunate for him. Just tracked him. He repairs and damages engine. Yeah, don't want to be in that tank at this point in time. Unfortunately, our other light tank gets in the way. Oh, and these... wait for him to turn his turret enough so we can pen him. Try to pen him and track him in place. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. They really pushing out into the open there. Very silly move from them. And we obviously take advantage of that. We got over 1,000 damage already. Yeah, this poor guy. I mean, really feel sorry for him. And these guys just sitting out in the open for us to shoot. And then we decide, actually, we are pretty exposed. We're going to be the next ones to be shot at. So we're going to duck down behind this bridge and wait for our reload. But no one's spotting them up, unfortunately. There we go. Finally got someone spotted up. Managed to get a shot in. Again, gun depression causing some trouble for us there. Fortunately, didn't pen him there. Our team is winning, but we're not winning by much. Feels like we're doing very well back then, but not quite as well as I originally thought. So we take up the mantle of trying to spot up the enemies for our team. We're fully loaded again. That guy peeks out again, gets punished again, and then we get spotted by something aimed at. And then we realise there's guys behind us. We put a shot in. We come round the side, see if we can get shots on him. Just keep him spotted at this point. We're going to zoom round, right? put in a couple of shots. This guy's got good gun control. He manages to hit us there. Really quite the pain there. And again, he pens us again. Not impressed. I think that might have been the TD there. And we're just getting hit from every corner. Everyone's concentrating on us by looks of things. We come round to finish this guy off. There we go. One less tank to be hitting us. We're in a bit of a critical situation here. We've got 60 hit points left. And we are on the verge of winning, but still a very close game. We go for a reload. We put in our food to make it a little bit quicker. We need to get it back in the game as soon as possible because the game is very close at this point. Our light tank just about to be taken out on our base. We are 6-5. So we're going to swing in. When this guy's totally distracted, we're going to come in and try to finish him off. He's looking at us again, so I'm falling back. Just trying to dip and dive, make him think about where we're going to come from. He's go pushing for that guy. And we finish him off. There we go. So we got over about 3,500 combined damage. Now we're only one tank ahead, and this guy is on full health. Takes out one of our guys, and is now going for the artillery. Managed to get in a shot blind. The artillery is not looking in the direction of the enemy. I have no idea where it was looking. But that means he has fired. We've got the opportunity to shoot on the move. He's probably reloaded now. But there he goes. He gets finished off. So just 2 on 2 now. We know one TD was over at the enemy near the enemy base just a minute ago. Not sure what tank he is. I check on the map there to see what he was. So because he might be fast enough to come up this way. There's a heavy. Don't know where the heavy is. So we're just trying to spot up on this ridge line to see if he was pushing the AB line. Doesn't look like it. Should outspot both of them surely. Like I said, not really set up for spotting. So that's a bit unfortunate at this point in the game. It's very risky, right? We've got 2 tanks left on the enemy team. One's a heavy, one's a TD. And I'm on 60 health. They only have to look at me and I'm dead. So I've got to be very careful. And then we realise that their guy is on 20 health as well. He's on less health than me. Not that it matters. But at least one of their tanks is a one-shot. Not sure about the other one. I have to wait and see. I'm not sure where he was. Behind that ridge line maybe. So we're going to go across here. We're going to just play it safe. Our medium is quite far away. We get spotted. Again, gun suppression. He misses his first shot. We auto-aim the second. Managed to get that in. And unfortunately we're spotted. We're kind of dodging and diving here because he could take a speculative shot and beat us. We put in premium rounds because we just want to make sure every single shot goes in, and we've only got 1 in our AP rounds anyway. And there we go, spotted up. Looks like he's AFK. So let's just try to pin him in place just in case he comes back. So we got over 4,000 combined there. Very nice. Very nice little game. Very up in the air. Come first. Another light tank comes in second. And yeah, first class and high caliber again. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed all those replays, and I'll catch you soon. Bye, guys.